Okay, let's be real. We've all had these moments, right? Those late night existential dread kind of moments where you're asking yourself, who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? What is my purpose? I was living that big time, and it wasn't just a passing feeling. It was a full-blown crisis that sent me spiraling into self-discovery. I was lost, I was depressed, I felt like a caged bird, and I was searching for answers. And that's when I rediscovered numerology, and it was as if somebody had just turned the lights on. It wasn't just about numbers, it was about understanding myself, my purpose, and finally feeling like I might have some direction. Let me share how this existential dread sent me on a spiritual awakening, my journey through it, and how it was a game changer for me as I use numerology as my guide. Okay, so here's the real talk. I'm 36 years old, I'm a wife, I'm a mother of two, I'm a full-time online student, doing the whole domestic goddess kind of thing, cooking, cleaning, the works. That was my life, that was my purpose, right? Until, well, then it wasn't. I started to feel like I was fading, like I was losing me in the middle of it all. I was finding myself asking myself, where is my spark? What am I even here for? I felt this deep sense of unfulfillment and like there was something bigger missing. And then I started to see repeating numbers, repeating ones everywhere, on the clock, on receipts, on social media, you name it. I was like, all right, universe, I'm paying attention. I dove into videos, I dove into blogs, anything spiritual that could explain why I was seeing these repeating numbers. And that's when I discovered that the numbers were a message. They were a nudge. And then bam, that's when I remembered that old numerology book that I had bought like a decade before this. I always like to joke that I didn't find numerology, numerology found me. So I'm going through this incredible awakening, realizing we're all connected, that we're all a part of something bigger, that there is something lovingly guiding us. And that was the moment when I realized that I totally had lost myself. I didn't even recognize who I was anymore. I'd lost my identity. By decoding those 1111s, 111, the 11, it was like a light had turned on, like a fire lit inside of me. The number one, it's about you, your individuality, your power to trust yourself. The universe was basically saying, hey, stand tall, be you. Stop looking outside for validation. I had to rediscover me, what I wanted, what I liked, what set my soul on fire. It was time for a new beginning. It was time to step into my own leadership. I had to ask myself, am I even listening to my own voice? Am I making myself a priority? Am I treating myself like somebody I love? And the answer, honestly, was a resounding no. I had given myself away to everything and everyone, dimming my own light, but that was about to change. I got to work using numerology as my guide. Self-awareness, purpose, healing old wounds, understanding life's beautiful cycles. The more I focused on myself, the more I connected to my soul's own true essence. And guess what? The depression lifted, the anxiety faded, my confidence was coming back. I felt alive, I felt vibrant, like I was finally living my truth. I found me, I found my purpose, and what I needed to truly feel fulfilled. It has been a transformative journey, but growth never stops. But the most incredible part of it all, I now know I'm here to help others, to help them ignite their own inner fire. And that's why 5 years later, I've been helping people as a transformative coach using numerology to help get them unstuck, grow, and expand into their independence. So if you've hung in there with me this long, thank you. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it inspires you to know that things can get better, and not just better, they can be amazing. You are worthy of a life that sets your soul on fire, and you have the power to create that life. Believe it and go for it.